chalk this one up as another review that's a little bit out of the norm, but a tech product is a tech product, and it must be reviewed. So today we're going to review a watch, a phosphor watch to be exact. What is a phosphor watch? I'll show you. This is the packaging that it comes in, at least mine did anyway. It says phosphor. Open it up. So what's so special about this watch? It's a watch that has an e-ink display. Now, if you've never heard of e-ink, it's one of the newer screen technologies that they're starting to use on e-readers and even some phones now, like if you remember the Samsung Alias 2 or the Samsung Zeal, something like that, where the keys were e-ink and they changed what was on the face of them. And e-readers like the Amazon Kindle, there's a few Sony ones that use it, the Nook, they all use e-ink screens. It's all black and white. The idea of e-ink is it looks really sharp, and it doesn't look like a normal LCD screen. It looks a lot like newsprint. It looks like paper, which is very cool to see in person. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up very well, but you know, it behaves a lot like paper, so you get a wide viewing angle. Okay, it's pretty nice there. It doesn't have a light on the screen, but it's kind of alright with the white background and the black letters. It's easy enough to read. It says phosphor. It's got a genuine leather band there, and it's got that leather smell. It's not user replaceable according to Phosphor, so, but it's on there. It looks like a very solid build quality, so I don't think that's going anywhere. What I like too is it's got a lot of adjustments for very small wrists like myself. I have an issue where I can't really wear watches because my wrists are really small, and there's enough adjustments to fit my small wrists and then some, so that is awesome, and the watch was upside down. There's a few different Phosphor watches that you can get. There's some that have world times on them, and they'll show different time zones. This particular one is just one time zone, but you can only live in one time zone at a time, so in my opinion, that's all you need. It's got a few different modes, so you've got the time. That's how you can tell it's e-ink when the screen refreshes like that. The date. The alarm. And a unique little analog display where it shows the hour there and the minutes there. And this button over here changes the color scheme. So instead of black on a white background, you can have white on a black background, which actually it's even a little bit easier to read, especially because it doesn't have a light. The big white numbers are a little bit easier to read in my opinion. So it's a very cool watch, definitely like a conversation starter, like, hey, I've got an e-ink watch. Like, oh, you're so cool with your e-ink Amazon Kindle, I've got an e-ink watch. So, it is very nice, but it does have one major downside, is the price of the watch. The price of this watch is $165 US. So if you don't live in the US, you can put that in your favorite currency converter and figure out however many pounds or yen that is or whatever. I know the e-ink technology is new and it's not exactly cheap, but let's go to the Amazon Kindle again as an example. The Amazon Kindle, the Wi-Fi only version, the one without the 3G internet connectivity, is $139, and that has a 6-inch screen. This is probably a 1-inch screen. Actually, do I have the exact number? No, I don't. I don't have the exact number of the screen. I'd say it's about maybe almost 2 inches. No, not 2 inches. Like 1.5 inches diagonally, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe you're just paying for the genuine leather. I don't know. But I'd assume the battery life is long, which is a good thing, especially for a watch. Because obviously I haven't had this thing long enough to drain the battery completely, because that would take possibly years. But I'm familiar with e-ink, and I know for the most part e-ink really only draws power when the screen's refreshing. When it's just sitting like this, not being used, see that refresh, it used up a little bit of energy, but sitting here, it's using almost nothing. But see if I go to change the color scheme again, that uses a bit of energy on the battery's part. So I would assume the battery life on it is pretty good, but we can't all wait around for years for this battery to die, because then maybe these watches won't be around anymore, who knows. So, in conclusion, makes a very, very cool gift. If you want to give a gift to somebody who's looking for a watch, who could definitely start a conversation with their watch. Definitely get, well, think about one of these for them. It's up to you if this justifies a $165 price tag, but that's up to you and your wallet to decide. So, thank you, Phosphor Watches, for giving me this review unit here. And if you do want to get a Phosphor watch of your own, the link is down there, phosphorwatches.com. You can go down there, click on that, and check out all the different watches that Phosphor has available for you to choose from. And thanks for watching, and that is the Phosphor Watch.